Crossbow, Trinamere, Riven. Pick something fun. Alright, YouTube, what up, Sneezy? Season 7 coaching, Nautilus top. Let's see how you do. First things first, defend your red buff. Make sure that Sion doesn't take it. He sometimes will take it. Next, shield makes no sense to me. I would much rather you take E and shove like a fucking madman with E. This is a battle of attrition, dude. A battle of the tanks. So see how Sion kind of takes initiative of the lane? I don't like that. I would much rather you come into lane with E and just fucking shove with E. Auto shove the wave in. Get the ward, get the vision down, and fucking play the lane aggressively. Sion Vi can't really kill you early unless you just tank everything. But I want to draw pressure with Nautilus if I'm playing it. I want to push the lane because it's easier for me to farm. It's harder for Sion to farm, and it's harder for ganks to work. And yeah, if you're taking shield first, you probably should be. You shouldn't just be sitting around with it. But honestly, I would just rather just take E and just jam. There you go. See how we're fighting in minions all the time? It's because we didn't push in. I was unsure of the matchup. Well, just know this. If you push into someone, they can't really fight you in minions. That's my logic. And now, because he's pushing into you, he has minion advantage every time you try to retaliate and you try to delay the push, and it's just going to go his way. So shove, shove, shove. Basically, what it comes down to is you are going to have a better time in the early game than Sion is. Nautilus is just better in a pushing, like a straight up pushing situation. With tanks, it becomes who uses their abilities first, who manages their corrupting pot better and more efficiently. That's it. So just push, corrupting pot, shove, and then you'll have control of the lane the whole time. As opposed to what happened here, where he got to back first. Oh, he didn't even finish backing. What a scrub. He like zoned himself off a farm. And then the trade happens. You're lucky he doesn't TP. Oh my god, you should have backed. You're so lucky he doesn't TP and keep you stuck in lane there. After you cleared the wave and the cannon minion shows up, you should back and TP. Oh, you shouldn't be doing this. Yeah, he's just an idiot for not TPing. You're not smart. Just be clear. He's an idiot, but you're not smart. Because he could have very easily TP'd and kept you stuck in lane with no health, and we don't want that. I like your items. This is good. I like the route you're going. The Doran's Ring, the Cinder. This is where you need to shove, alright? And if I don't see you doing it, I'm going to be upset. I don't like this, though. See how there's so many minions here? Let this wave thin. Let it come to you. Thin it out. And then go into your push heavy mode, alright? Don't just tank all your HP like this. It's wasteful. Inefficient. Now, if we had let the wave thin out here, and then we start slow pushing out this way, right? We're in a good position with high HP. And now we're pushing into the Sion. We draw pressure top. We're beefy. We could probably 2v1. Life is good. If you tank so much HP, we can't comfortably push into the guy. Thanks, Pwned. Love you, dude. Great. Okay, we assume that Vi's probably coming top. That's good work. I like that he, for some reason, just lets us kill him there. TP top immediately. Don't fuck around. Yeah, I don't know. I'd probably just TP top and I want the pressure. I want the ganks. I want to push the turret and win it. I don't like how we walk all the way down. Ivern comes in. This is what pushes us over the edge. No, you're not alone, buddy. We're just in sub mode. Oh, sorry. I need to go back. Sorry about that. So, Ivern goes top. Waves pushed, and you TP. Why are you TPing here? Why not TP here, dude? Always look for a TP flank. TPing in front of your opponents just tells them that you're coming. Always TP to a flank. Next time, if you're gonna do that, yes, a tower would be fine. Defending the tower is fine. But if you have a flank ward, take the flank ward. That's what's gonna allow you to get the multi-kill, because you're fed, you got, you know, huge power spike. You literally just walk up to them and kill everybody. So I don't mind the TP. This is one of the few times that I actually like that you went bottom. I just hate that where you picked. That's all. It's more of an execution issue. That's what stops you from getting both kills as opposed to just one. Shove and roam. And do it again. Literally, what you just did, I want to see it again. My only disagreement with this is that I don't think killing the Sion anymore does anything for us. He's useless, right? He's built Tiamat, he's done all that stuff. I would rather the push and roam be your go-to here to break towers faster. Unless you have a plan to break towers, which, hint, you probably don't if you're playing Nautilus. So, best move, instead of trying to ult and hope that he's retarded and doesn't ult away, because think of it, put yourself in his position, right? Sion, he's just gonna R away every time you get close to killing him. So instead, just jam the wave in, make him burn all his mana, and then start running around the map and killing his team. It's the Malphite theory. It's the same concept. Push him in, run, kill someone. Every time you E, make sure it hits the wave. I love how you don't fuck around. I love that you don't stand around and jerk off, that you just go out and go for it. This is all good. After you get his flash, and TF like demonstrates that, I don't know if he can't like right click on people or what, you need to go to top a little bit quicker. You just give this guy way too much free turret damage, and I don't like that. But you do keep the turret up, at least. Sion's with your team. So we're going to take tower. We're going to jam the next wave, because no one can kill us on their team. And then we're going to leave. It's all good. No, Zz'Rot needs to go top. You need to place it top so that you constantly keep Sion here, because Zz'Rotting mid is basically punishing your mid laner. Your mid laner is just going to miss farm, and your mid laner is never going to go top. So instead of doing what you just did, walk to top, put the Zz'Rot here. Okay, put Zz'Rot here so that perma pushes top. Run around the map and print money off of towers and kills. Because you're huge. You're unkillable at this point, right? That's all we need to do. Putting it mid is bad because it doesn't make Sion stick top. And you're just going to go top and hang with him probably, which is wasteful, right? See how you're going top? The Zz'Rot doesn't do nearly as much as it would in the top. Now, Sion's a dumbass, and he's basically inting. But I would still rather the Zz'Rot be top, and then you run around and kill this guy's team. Now, let's go back in time. You go up to ult the Sion, you put the Zz'Rot mid, and so on and so forth. Think about what would have been more efficient, right? Zz'Rot top keeps Sion top. Yeah, you're not killing him, but he's not going anywhere. If he leaves, the tower gets taken. Now, you would have been able to run around through mid, ult carries, and take carries out of the picture. The way that it plays out, and thank you, Josh. 3 months in a row, love you, dude. The way that it plays is you use your very important ult on a very useless target. Your lead keeps sticking, like the lead that you have, you keep dumping it into killing this guy, when in reality, a Zz'Rot nullifies him, and now you can run around, kill his team, take towers, and win dragon. That's why I'm saying that. It's basically your resource. You have crazy resources, and it's not to say that killing Sion is bad. It's just never going to be as effective as what I'm telling you to do. And think about having your ult in this situation and having Sion stuck top dealing with the Zz'Rot. Why this Jhin doesn't want to ult to lead any CC, I have no idea. What was that teleport for? If you're gonna teleport, I mean, honestly, I don't even think you need to. Again, always try to find a flank if you can. It's normally gonna be better for you. Wow, flash. And it's gonna make it so that flashes don't mean anything. It's pretty OP. Yeah, your two Zz'Rots this game were kind of crappy. Again, just stick them top so the Zz'Rot makes money and you don't gimp any other lanes. Because I want you to notice, you're missing farm, your bot lane's going to be missing farm because of that Zz'Rot. Here, Sion's killing your teammates. You don't have teleport. So you swing to mid. Clear mid, which is great. And you cross through the jungle to basically where they just were. Wow, Quinn. This point is where the game kinda, and our power spike is diminishing very, very quickly. So it's kind of like you win the lane, you bully the shit out of it, you got Zz'Rot, and we misuse Zz'Rot. We misuse our ult in terms of who we target. And We're just kind of running around with like a chicken with our head cut off. Yeah, you would have never... Top would have never been lost if we kept Zz'Rotting top. We would have essentially been playing 4v5 the whole game until he buys a Zz'Rot of his own. He buys a Zz'Rot of his own or he loses top. I don't know why we push in here without our team. So we win tower. Right here. You have this ugly habit of every time you win a flash, you don't stop. You did it mid. You did it here in the jungle earlier. You do it here. Where like you keep winning flashes and instead of going, most players would go... Oh, got his flash. And then you would just take the objective, right? Every time you get a flash, you go, well, let's keep going. And then you just keep going. And then it turns bad. Just accept that you got the flash. Like, take the flash, take the objective, move on. Back, reset, take your chill pill, move on with your life. No rush. I don't know what this Jhin's doing either, but regardless. See, like right there, won an objective, back and reset. Your teammates weren't in position. You got to keep counting those heads on the minimap. There was no rush. You 250 farm, dude. You could just back, take a breather. You know, drop your Zz'Rot top. Yeah, always just take the flash. Unless you have a flash for your own to secure, to secure the guy. But even still, I mean, you don't have to do that. Especially when there's an objective there. Just take the flash and be like, yeah, I'll kill him next time. It's no big deal. Now, this is the first good Zz'Rot that we've had this game. Now, see? Look at this. I want you to watch top closely. He doesn't have wave clear. So it's going to get really ugly really fast for him. Meanwhile, we get to run around. The game's essentially going to be 4v5 because he's going to have to deal with the wave in a second. Now, let's ignore the fact that you fight 5-on-5. We rush into this fight or whatever. Whatever your dumbass team does. Also, the music. I want you to watch the top wave. That was one Zz'Rot. That was one Zz'Rot. Okay, so that's why I was saying it needed to be top. Because look how much damage you dealt. Now, in the future, if Sion wants to group, then you just play it back a little bit. And, take the spots when they make sense, but play it back a little bit. And wait until the top wave pushes, just like you would with like a Baron push or something. Or like an inhib down or something. Same concept. Let the wave build. Then if someone goes to deal with it, then you move forward and look for an aggressive engage. Interesting. That was a good catch. Your Zz'Rot should have been going down mid, but was it going down bottom? It was. Oh, you must have, yeah, you must have put it on the wrong side. And this game just becomes a fucking mess. Alright, this kill here. You're flashing over here like every time. You need to flash to here. This is the target. We can all agree that 12, 5, and 12, that's the only person that we have to ISO to win the game. So in the future, flash for this. You have flash. Go in and kill him. Go in and lock him up. E, so that Baron draws aggro, and then just stay in the pit with him and kill him. He can't go anywhere. So you should have already been there. That was actually an example of like where I think you could have actually played like super aggro because it was justified with that, with how fed he is. You're basically chaining the flash off of the Karma CC, the root. Good pick. Good Zz'Rot, that's a good one. That's fine.
Everyone is watching.
Zz'Rot bottom. TP into the pit. I gotta see this again. Okay, first off, I feel for you because I don't know why they all stay behind the fucking wall here when the Baron's going down. But I guess they just... I don't fucking know what they're doing. But you're pretty tanky in that it's not that bad. Messiest fight I think I've ever seen. Oh my god, dude. Oh, I'm so sorry for this game. I am so sorry about this.
Subscribe.
Snake in a box, thank you, man, for subbing. Love you. Oh god. The Jhin arm flap. I don't fucking know what I just witnessed. I guess. I just didn't know who was alive and who was dead, but I was too busy laughing after the fucking... Yeah, that was hilarious. I've never seen a guy cancel like 7 autos in a row. That was the funniest fucking thing. Like... Oh, God. Jhin abuse. Whoa! Whoa! What the fuck is this? What is this Jhin doing? Oh, he did auto that time. They got Elder Drag. I see. That makes things tough. This is so painful to watch. Alright, hold on one second. I gotta take a call real quick. Real quick. Alright, I got 5 or 10 minutes before I get a call back. I have to schedule something. I wanted to wrap this up, though. So, let's talk about this. Everything about how you played the lane was okay. Not. It wasn't the most confident lane phase I've ever seen. It didn't seem at times that you had a clear understanding of where your strengths lied. But you generally understood, like, I can kill this guy, I push with E, etc., etc. But the things we got to clean up. When you come into lane, control, like, shove with E, your item build was fine. You need to move into a push roam strategy. And once you get Zz'Rot, Zz'Rot goes top, we run around, we 4v5, and we shred turrets down. You keep your ult for the rest of the lanes. You don't just kill the Sion over and over. It doesn't do anything. But if we Zz'Rot top, have the lane perma pushing, and then once we're ahead, that means that Sion either rotates behind and loses 5v5 or stays top and loses 4v5. There is no... That's the momentum. That's why it's OP. Okay? Now, obviously, your Jhin is fucking getting it in the middle of the team fight. I got it. But I think that we could have very easily controlled this game and controlled, like, the points where we were ahead and really capitalized on that advantage that we got in the lane. And then, like I always say, after 30 minutes, the game's a fucking shit show, and then you get fucking this shit, and we lose, right? But yeah, dude, this was great. And if you were my top laner, and you meant business, picked Nautilus top, and did this strat this way, you would be carrying games. Your easy path to diamond. Your farm was great. It was a good game. We just have to polish up the strategy, and then you could fucking spam it. You could just insta-lock Nautilus top every game and just run that strat all the way up the ladder. All right? It was a very good first look. And then the only other complaints that I have is just make sure the ult is going for the carry, the important carry every time, okay? All right, YouTube. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, all that bullshit. I'm out. Peace. Cracks. Thanks so much.